or sorry, their top half of the map is going to be like Naga City. I think the terrain, I don't know. I'm just going to say right here, like, I thought coming in this series, we were going to have a boring 2-0. And first game, Hellbear Smasher showed some promise. Second game, they took it clean. I think they have the tools to do it again. I'm going to go a little...
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I mean, I think if you look at how Ace played game 1 and game 2, I think you, watching this series, you've got all confidence to say Ace he's on a roll. He knows what he's doing. He's going to hit some newts,
and he's going to be the highest net worth at 15, 20 minutes in the game.
What about Nisha Storm, though? Playing devil's advocate. Don't think I'd ever thought I would do that for Anisha, but...
I said, as long as Rasmus gets a good timing on the Yules, they're going to have the catch.
Yeah.
They're going to have the way to set up onto the Storm, hit that into the Roar. They're going to be able to kill him. And if we get some good song, like the song buying time for the Supernova to go off in these team fights, it's going to make it ultimately rather difficult for Secret to fight into. And as we've seen, Ace has farmed that insanely in the last 2 games, that if they keep the game going on a Naga Siren, Ace is going to have just as beautiful of a time cleaning up the map as he did as a Medusa.
Yeah, I just think if you're allowed to farm on the side of Hellbear Smashers, your team fight's like 10 times better. So that means if you're allowed to farm, you'll get the team fights that you want. Naga's going to be the one pushing all the lanes that you need to be pushed. Beastmaster's going to do all the damage in the back. Naga doesn't feel like she has to do damage. She just has to be a distraction in the middle. I don't know. I actually like their draft, but you never know. I'd like to.
And they got the Beastmaster, right?
Yeah, they did get the Beastmaster.
I think you're going to be able to abuse the Storm before he hits the 6. The Axe is
already.
I'm hyped either way.
Either way, indeed. I think we're in for a good one here, and I know that there's 2 people that at least that are very happy with that one. We go going over to Captain Kyle.
Went swimmingly.
I cannot believe that we're going to see another Beastmaster in this series. But before we spend 90% of the cast talking about it, let's focus on something else. Something that I hate, and I know BSJ shares my hatred of this hero, Legion Commander.
I think it's a great LC game. I think you guys are... hang on, we got some level 1 action. We'll get to it in a moment.
The axes are already out. Tofu's got the fire spirits out as well. That's some strong level 1, but Tofu can't get far enough away. The damage. Oh, he pops a fairy fire. Is he staying alive? No, Zai's gonna cut him down. That'll be the first blood for Zai, and an opportunity for him to escape as Smashers. They may lose the second one here. Gilger's gonna go down as well. Secret barreling up the high ground and take a great fight for themselves.
Well done. And yeah, so I can agree in some games LC looks a little rough. This is the dream game for you. You've got the AA for the Global Ice Blast to set up for dual additional damage. You have a spread damage carry like Sven who has so much right-click strength. You get the attack speed bonus. You have a cleanse for the Storm so that he can always get a BKB up. And look at the enemy heroes. You can remove Roar. You remove the Axe charges, the Fire Spirits. You nuke and one-shot Naga illusions easily. Plus, this is Zai. This man will ensure he has mana to cast spells. He will not be a Blade Mail AFK farming jungle Legion Commander.
Okay. Got a lot of trust in this LC, but we'll see how the lane plays out for him anyway. These Smashers are going to be swapping things up. They're going to put the Pango Phoenix against the Legion Commander Tusk lane.
Yeah. The Storm mid also way better than the Quap, simply because you can actually push the lanes. High armor, so you can play more in the creep wave, and you can already see Nisha's just doing exactly that. You have to be able to shove lanes into Beastmaster, otherwise you get to do what Nisha did in the first game. And okay, waves pushed, I'll get a rune, I'll go stack, I'll go farm, and eventually you just get out GPM'd. But not having that is Nisha. He can straight up turn mana into damage. He'll get his bottle at about the same time as Stormstormer, and I think this will be just fine for him.
Nisha, as you can see, well above average win rate on the Storm Spirit. Is going for the board kill, doesn't quite get that extra experience. Yapsor cutting along the side here to poke at Tofu. Now, I know you said the Storm's going to do better, but we have seen a Beastmaster beat a Storm Spirit. I don't know if it was in the Eastern European Division or the European. Gelger is also going to die. Oh dear, these supports on Hellbear Smashers are not having a great time. 4-0 for Secret.
That's the other concern, is that, yeah, this was a first pick Storm. I see you in chat, you are making memes thinking that Secret was losing their step, their touch, but look at the heroes Hellbear picked into it. Both these supports you just feed to the Orchid. You don't have any real point and click disables. Sure, you could roar him, you could net him, but those are not spells that are quite reliable against a Storm.
Look at this. He doesn't even have his bottle yet, so he's not going to be able to refill it off of the water rune. So Stormer suffering in the early CS has cost him quite a lot of regen.
God, yeah, Nisha's
Tofu still level 1. He does have fire spirits out though, so he'll definitely survive here. And if anything, Rasmus keeps this up. He just have a kill on Zai. They do.
Really well done by Tofu. Hits all the spirits, and I don't think Zai really recognized how much damage he would take once that proc landed. The armor reduction, very significant.
Bottom lane now, Gilgert's in trouble once again. He will survive. But it does go to show that these side lanes, he may be in for a rough time.
Yeah, and later on in the game, it is Sven versus Naga. Naga's advantage is that you never really run out of gas, and you can always push out lanes quite safely.
Okay.
Sven going toe-to-toe, you're going to be able to shred through him.
Did you see that?
What?
Tofu aggroed the easy camp to get the ghost to attack Yapzor. Because Yapzor was closer to the easy camp than him.
That's cute.
Yeah.
And you outrun him even boots versus no boots.
Yeah, Puppy surrounded. Very nice surround from Ace. That is a beauty. Oh no! The easy camp got it? What? Are you kidding me?
How's that even possible? He was blocked.
All right, Smashers, they just cannot seem to get a W here. Fire Spirits will help out here. The shards doesn't actually land, and Tofu is able to get away. They are both very low with Creepway pushing against them too, so.
That was like a scene from Grubby's stream. Have not seen that in some time. Yeah, he's in that little crystallized area where for some reason there's a choke point, but what even? It's a melee creep. Huh.
It's the kobold with the whip, I think, got him.
Yeah.
The one who has the goblet.
Well, yeah, you're right. E.T.'s little brother.
All right, try again.
Look at the minus armor.
Oh, yeah, seriously. That'll seriously rack up the physical damage when you're able to... Little Shredder, man, that is a broken ability right now. Top lane, they do manage to get the Phoenix again.
Gracious speed.
Yeah.
They're just running out of steam in this top lane. They just cannot fight. Why do you think they went for this matchup, by the way? I feel like, doesn't Naga Siren with her high armor
you
do
can't
okay?
land against LC.
No?
The Q nukes just straight up shred the illusions, plus you take all the bonus damage. Another kill. Secret is just dominating this laning phase, though thankfully Stormer has caught up. A lot of it is because of the jungle, though, so it's somewhat deceiving.
And he's clearing through some stacks. Nisha doing something similar here with the easy camp. Zai does have his Q nuke. He's not going to chase after Rasmus here, or maybe he will. Swashbuckle on through Tofu. He's got another Fire Spirits left. If he lands this, maybe he's got a chance. No, he doesn't.
Nice.
Zapsor.
Really well done. And yeah, I love the build from Zai. This is what you see good LCs do. It's all about the W. Max the W. It's not just heal, it's more attack speed, so you trade more efficiently. And
He just dodged a little bit to the side. I think a couple of swashbuckles missed. Now the W's, he's just regenerating up so much.
that is press the attack.
Oh, jump over. Nisha, a big kill here on the Stormer if he can get it. Yeah, he does.
That is so ballsy. He had no real mana. He had just enough to get the WQ off after the big zip. He did not have vision of the actual target either. He just had a nice guess.
Yeah, he had the ward that they placed earlier, but he lost sight from that.
Fortified.
Pushes the wave in. He'll get the power rune.
Yeah, is he going to steal their bounty away from them as well?
Dyer's middle tower is not what it used
Nisha's
to
sitting
be.
there thinking,
That is for
are
certain.
you really going to try to use the same Beastmaster
damage.
tricks on Dire side that I showed you?
Yeah, he has to get the damage to live here. If he doesn't get the zip damage, he does not have the kill on that auto attack.
Matama Man actually going down here, going to show that this combo can actually output some serious physical damage, but Ace is going to be cut off by Nisha, who was in position to be able to get that DD and bounty rune, and makes an easy rotation over. Now Rasmus tries to get aggressive on Yapzor, but Yapzor just TPs away.
Radiant's middle tower is
Meanwhile,
under
Zai
attack.
is almost level 7 before Rasmus is level 6.
Well,
I think Tofu needs the lead.
he's gonna get dueled, yeah. Need to be very careful here. I love it. See, he did it. It's so vindicating. Zai buying the soul ring. That's what makes LC viable, boys and girls at home. You get your W for free. It heals you for more damage than you take, but it gives you a ton of attack speed. You can push the lane, you can farm jungle. It's really good. You need to have mana. Thank you, Sai. Nisha trying to steal the stack. He's gonna get roared. Gotta be careful.
Now.
Good zip.
Snare's gonna miss.
I love how he zips the ensnare. If he cancels that, he's still in trouble, but
Yeah.
1-4-1, baby. I'm telling you, this is the build. Take note. I don't want to ever see another 4-1-1 with no soul ring ever again in my life, please. It just doesn't scale well enough. The move speed does not increase. Level 1 Q is all you need to close the gaps.
Who hurt you, Kyle?
Oh man, just so many games lost. So many games lost with LCs.
8-minute power rune is not going to be picked up by Stormstormer, that's for sure.
The red
Really
mist
nice to have. I
spreads
love the
at
little
Radiant's
Falcon
middle
blade
tower.
on the Absol's Tusk. Saw this at the major a little bit. Just gives
Yeah.
Tusk everything he needs. You don't really want to invest into any real mana regeneration, but this just gives you exactly what you need. Plus, a little bit of bonus damage is great because the Walrus Punch crit.
Yep. Zai, looking around. Tofu. Okay, he's cleared away that attack speed. You're gonna have to dive, or otherwise you're gonna get dueled here. Gets dueled now. They do manage to get the disarm. Rasmus is here with the Rolling Thunder. Now the roar going off as well. This is actually a really great position for them to be in. The Sven immediately leaving in secret. They're kind of stuck. There's nowhere to run to. Stormstormer gets the double kill with one pair of axes. Meanwhile, Puppy at bottom lane. Smashers might just get another one. Puppy tries to eat through the trees, but he's not faster than an Naga Siren. Tofu is going to be caught up by Nisha's rotation here. A really good swashbuckle. Does a lot of damage. Doesn't disarm Matamba Man. That's problematic for Rasmus as he will go down. Stormstormer's left now to hold this tier 1 tower up.
Man, Nisha is just having flawless
Radiant's
mana
middle tower
management.
is under
He is
attack.
playing right on a knife's edge. He goes under tower here and there. It could be devastating. He's doing a great job. Zai looking for the duel. He's going to get it.
Yeah, he's going to get it. And very likely will get the damage for it. Gilger juking around. The Phoenix is here now, and Zai stuck. He got caught by the creep wave. It blocked him in.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And that would have almost certainly been a kill, even though Tofu was
The
in the
red
area.
mist spreads at Radiant's middle tower.
And Secret, man, they have really come out with a vengeance. 12-5, 3K gold lead though. They're feeling strong. This laning phase has gone quite well for them. Nisha closing in on his Orchid. Only about 1,000 gold away. And Zai, I'm telling you, man, this Max W build, he's just running at him. He's just running at him. He allows you. Thank you. I'll stop mentioning it. He has 1,500 health, by the way, because Soul Ring also gives that little bit of strength and armor. Stormstormer.
Wow, that's a lot of health when you factor in the regen that comes from press the attack class.
That's exactly right.
Good pick off on Stormstormer. They may lose the Yapsor for it as the Snapfire ultimate does a healthy amount of damage. They lead the Illusions and the Boar to do their dirty work. Nisha with the Haste Rune does have to run away though. He's got no mana and the Haste Rune's just about to run out. Rasmus, is he gonna go for this? Nisha's already regened up a little bit here. Hop on over. Nisha gets another bit. Now the Rolling Thunder Boulder doesn't do that much damage, so they're gonna need a lot.
That Shredder does so much damage.
Yeah, seriously.
95 fixed per shot.
Dire's top tower
Armor
has
loss.
Nice roar, a big kill. TP coming in just in time. They do have the Ice Blast, but if anything, Puppy's got to be careful here. Oh, Matamba Man, he does end up going down. Gilger managed to hit the stomp there. They traded core for core here, but Yapser's quite low. Minus armor still lingering means that the Boar doing a hefty amount of damage there. Smashers walk away from another engagement, getting more kills than they lost.
Yeah, you killed both the Storm and the Sven. You're going to be happy with that. Stormstormer continuing to accelerate. Won't have quite the same pace of the Ags timing.
Yeah, it was like
comparison.
12 minutes or something,
Yeah,
right?
12 and change for Nisha in game 1.
We're looking probably more like 13, 14 here.
To be fair, Ace is also not really having the greatest time, so he's forced to take stacks that otherwise would go to the Beast.
Yeah.
In a perfect world, you've taken bot tier 1, and Ace is free to play Radiant jungle and cut bot in mid waves at times.
Yeah, last time we had 8 camp stacked, I believe, by this point for the Beastmaster. hasn't been able to do the same, but if he finishes up this ancient stack, he'll get within spitting distance of it anyway.
Nisha is feeling very good. He has an Arcane Rune bottled, Orchid in 2-1 complete, and immediately here it comes. I can expect them to do something with it.
Yeah, very likely a smoke.
Free bird.
Right?
That's actually huge that he gets the bird there, because they will not be able to scout the Orchid timing. Will he just go mid is the question. Gilger is susceptible. He's going to show with no Orchid. I really like this move, kind of baiting him to stick around. Holds the courier in the trees.
And this is quite a big difference, right? The quap from last time, it was intended to get up in the Beastmaster's face. You got to be able to find ways to close that gap.
Yep.
Here, the Storm Spirit has actually had a successful laning phase, so can do that. Rotation is coming to bottom lane, though. Zai was aggressively pushing that tower for this smoke bait.
Yeah, they scan out the top side. They have a feeling, an inkling that something's going on. They know Nisha's off map and was very close to the Orchid timing. And he just
Make the jump. He goes straight for Rasmus. They're going to make sure this Pango goes 100 to 0 with the Ice Blast coming in. Hops away. And no! Stopped by a snowball. So close. Yapzor, he's going to try and TP away here, and that is not going to happen for you. If it wasn't that, it would have been the axes. Man, that was a super close call, though.
Yeah, be really careful. Anisha still has that arcane ready, plus the fairy trinket.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Spells cost nearly nothing. A lot of space made for Matu as well. Finish the Echo. Looks like BKB will be the next choice, but not as farmed as you would have hoped
Dire's
after the
middle tower is under attack.
Fortuitous laning phase. And Ace is just straight up farming, man. Doing Naga Siren things.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Again, he played the Beastmaster. He knows it best.
Dire structures are fortified.
Kind of what you would expect him to do. He's being very aggressive in his map positioning, just taking away this triangle away from the Beastmaster. Saying you're not going to get the chance to farm up those ancients and stack those camps like I was doing. Regenerate as well.
Tower is under attack.
Be very cautious here, Nisha.
Oh, Storm zipping right on past them, going straight for the Sapphire here. Should be able to get him killed and jumps away from the rolling boulder before it can land. He's ready to go back in, so Smashers. Oh no, now he's seen Ace as well. Ace, do you have Song? He does have Song, and he's gonna have to use it here. Ice Blast is coming in. It will barely not land. He's gonna TP away just in case.
Keeps the regen going though. Nisha getting full value out of that rune. It expires just before he hits full mana. Can't ask for more.
Which means he can remain active, which means Secret gonna smoke up.
Remember, there was a slight buff to the Ice Vortex. A little bit of less mana, but it's always boosting that magic damage. Storm goes in 25%, 30% at max level. That means the Orchid burn plus all of Storm's abilities, doing that little bit of extra. It's gonna be very nice to kill heroes like Storm, or like Naga later on.
He's here, and he doesn't have a snap, but he does have a way out. The Cookie gives him that short little escape. And Secret's continued aggression is stymied for now.
For Asmus, I feel like he's played a great game. He's been so active, but 4 deaths and net worth non existent.
Asmus going to be targeted here on the duel, and even look at that. Yapzor, he goes for the back line. He knows that Gilger's going to be around trying to cookie people, so he stops that and gets the second kill, and he gets out.
See how much damage Yapzor just took from that tier 2 tower? He had so much minus armor, he took nearly 170 from a single shot.
Yeah.
But this is the trouble with the Hellbear Smashers lineup, is that you start the first pick Storm, but you can't address it. You have no real stuns, you don't have the greatest team fight. You're just trying to buy time. The trouble is, Beastmaster and Naga, they specialize at doing nothing. They want to be able to farm their own pace, you know, play the game leisurely.
Yeah.
Pangolier also more of a reactive hero. So you're left in this scenario where you look around, you're like, hey, I thought you were going to do something. I thought you were going to kill. No, you would.
No, I'm the one hitting creeps. What do you mean?
And the supports are just left to their own devices, dying to any Orchid pop up. Axe is ready, but are we really going to get that long fight? We will see.
4 minutes slower than Nisha's pickup, and as you said, no way to address the Storm.
So there's going to be a BKB. 4th slowest across all region.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And that I guess is the counter to the beast, right? If you don't come online fast enough, the axes are your hero. So suddenly the fight's gonna last not quite as long because the enemy side deals a bit more damage and they have more health. Your axes, they need time. That every single round you get off, it's adding more and more damage to the stack.
Much like cordwood.
Seems like Smashers recognize how important just one good team fight is right now.
Indeed. Guy's not trying to give it to him though. He's camping the tower, spamming that maxed out Q, has the solar crest.
He's under attack.
He's just a straight up assist right now, playing the D Wade role. And it's Matu's job to deal the right click damage, closing in on the BKB.
Closing in. Hellbear Smashers recognizing that their opportunity is probably gone here.
Secret's not going to give it to him. They don't want any large team fights. They don't want to dive into a song. Pangalier's still quite intimidating. Keep in mind there's a Phoenix behind him as well. I don't think we've seen an egg though.
No, we haven't.
But the trouble is you don't really have opportunity. You need Secret to make that mistake. What's Ace? He's got the Manta, but again, much like the Beastmaster Axe, or Ags.
Oh, zip in to be able to find Rasmus thanks to a very deep ward that was placed. The Ice Blast will make sure he goes down.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Zips are just on point.
Yeah,
Necessary to get the close run for more.
Yeah, Gilger, he tried to go for that tower. They did a lot of damage, but now they got to retreat. They got to get out of here, but they've already targeted the Beastmaster. Tofu with the Sun Rays trying to keep him alive. The Fire Spirits aren't enough either. He's going to dive away. Nisha doesn't have any mana. He does have the extra life, so he's just going to barrel up the high ground.
That was so good. You see Zai there, the Solar Crest and the Purge on the Roar to immediately then duel. They go for the higher priority kill. Matu was just left to his own devices top. Popped ult, took a tier 2, takes the outpost, and had the BKB. No interrupt for that unless you're going to egg preemptively and he, I guess, teleports underneath it. It's quite unlikely.
Yeah.
So there's really no fear that he has to play with. Zai, dueling 30.
Rasmus may just be dead again. The Sunray is there to try and heal him up, but the wall, the punch, and the Orchid is not quite enough by itself. He actually stays alive. The Absol's just gonna die. Okay.
Drop the Jeej.
Yeah. Close call. Rasmus this time does estimate correctly that he can live through the attempt first here. But team farming the hard camp next to your tier 2 says a lot about your map control right now. They just do not like
You're going to hit a really strong timing pretty soon, though. That's nearly a max net on Ace, Diffusal queued up. All right, and as soon as you hit that timing, Smashers, you are strong. Aegis will be fading. I believe it is go time. The amount of damage you can output with a Roar, with the little Shredder minus armor, plus the Solar, you're going to shred somebody. But will Zai be in range? You also have the Snowball save. It's quite difficult to actually pick off one of these secret cores, especially the Sven with the BKB, but you don't really have any other options. Long fights, though. That's the name of the game. Wait for the BKB to whittle down. Illusion spam, axe spam.
You could see Nisha went back to base because he wants to be full health and full mana, I believe, because they're going for one more assault before the Aegis expires. 40 seconds. This is kind of perfect. He can make super long zips in.
Well, they're going to see beef.
And they're going to see the Beastmaster. That's a perfect pickup for them. Exactly who they wanted.
Never take me.
And just caught napping there. But this is the trouble. You know, in that first game, felt like Secret's other cores played a lot better around the Beastmaster. In this game, it just doesn't feel like Stormstormer's got space. He doesn't want to be playing mid lane like that. He's got boars to push it. He wants to throw axes and run to the jungle, but it's already been swept by the Naga.
Song, not good enough. They're gonna try use a rolling boulder here, and double hit does do a lot. They're gonna be able to bring down the Storm Spear intent. Now the Aegis is gonna allow him to come right back up. Sure, he's stunned instantly, but he's certainly gonna be able to jump down Ace. You wait a second or two later.
That was like a second or two. It was so close to expiration.
We're gonna have to see the replay on that one to see just how close it was to Aegis expiring, and that, I mean, that is part of the reason why Secret made that move when they did. Gave themselves ample time to be able to hunt down some heroes, take some team fights. They certainly got the absolute best of the situation there.
Bloodstone on Nisha now. God, it's so close. Really well set up. They just Dota, it's a game of pixels and
Dire's
seconds.
middle tower
In
is
this
under
case,
attack.
just a couple off. Shard now on the LC. Another reason this hero should be built around press the attack. It gives BKB to your allies.
Yeah.
You're playing with Storm Sven. I mean, come on. Even as the whip. Assist leader, John Stockton over here. And yeah, let's see. I don't know if we'll see how much time is left through this view. It's close. Click them. 8-7. It's pretty damn close. It's going to be like 2 seconds.
Where's the party?
4, 3 seconds.
Close enough. If they just hold the song, you know, it's just a little bit.
That's exact.
You can't really time it. Like, you know it's ending soon.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they just didn't have that precise
Radiant's
clock.
middle tower
But you also might not expect them to die that quickly. And the trademarked Nisha winning smile.
Speaking.
More of a
That
chuckle.
does not actually
Yeah,
cry.
bit of a grin, and
He was a mathematical prodigy, so surely.
so
it's
he's good with
calculated.
time. That's what you're saying? Okay.
Much like cordwood before
Smashers smoked out. They're going to be caught. Okay, the song. This is going to be their first setup. They're going to go ahead, egg it up, Rolling Thunder as well, drop it, and go for the stuns. They're immediately going to try and identify the Legion Commander as a big hero to deal with. They throw a bunch of damage, but it's not quite enough. He managed to get out the press the attack. He goes invulnerable. They dealt with the Ancient Apparition, but only the 5 position going down is not good enough. They need to be able to kill Zai and kill him now. One last axis. It doesn't hit him. Zai gets away with the hell snipping at his ass. He's going to be able to jump out, get a duel as well. That's 5 dead for an Ancient Apparition, and Kyle, it's looking like maybe just straight up a GG's.
I think it might be the G. They did get Puppy. That was key. Who bought a Midas, by the way, because why not?
Yeah.
Misery and Ace making sure they take him out, but just not much. The trouble is, a great initiation share, but they just use every shot in their arsenal to open the fight. Sven immediately BKBs, yeah, so you're not touching him. Roar also used on him. So Egg, Roar, Song, Rolling Thunder, all on cooldown. You need to kill somebody meaningful, but Storm's not in range. Sven's BKB'd. You fall a ton of damage into Zai, but that shard, he's able to BKB thanks to press the attack through a couple of those Rasmus Drive roll-bys. Thus, no one dies.
Middle tower is under attack.
Not even really needed. 18 charges. So BKB next choice. Unfortunately, the secret supports have started to outpace the enemy offlaner. Never a good sign.
No, certainly not. 20,000 damage dealt by Nisha. His Storm Spirit's performance continues to impress. It seems like that stat about him having a much higher than above average win rate on the hero is good reason. Yapzor is going to get burned out here.
He's going for the snowball into blink out, but you cannot do that with Sunray.
Size mana. Okay, that's a good pick off. They've got Song, they've got Supernova up.
Cute little trick. He, I believe, saved Manta, baited illusions to take the Q, and then ran his real hero up to get the net off, whereas Zai may have assumed it was an illusion.
Part of the reason he also was doing so much damage, the additional minus armor he's getting out of the shard.
Very significant. Now -8 plus some more slow.
And they may just have a free Roshan here.
Under attack.
I mean, the Beastmaster and a Pango. Oh, no. Double Man G's going to just jump right in. They do have Song, but the BKB's already active. He's going to have to deal with the egg here. Can Matuma Man do it by himself? It looks like he can. He's going to be stunned up, but he's already dealt enough damage with the Beastmaster dead. Gilger's going to fall as well. The Storm's here zipping after Ace, who's already caught by Yapzor. He's dead as well. Hellbear Smasher, this is your chance. This is your opportunity to maybe make a comeback. Can you throw it away by just five-manning into a pit?
Well, they didn't throw it away necessarily. Matu just said, you know what? I've been working out. Let's see what we can get into here. Let's start some trouble. watch Denzel in the Equalizer. You know, he walks into the box. He's looking for action. In this case, there's just nothing you can do. AC completed. He blinks in, pops BKB. You have to song. You wasted a few auto attacks on the egg, but you're already all inside the pit. You take a couple of clean damage. Rasmus is just like waiting for death. And Nisha spots the real Naga and just straight up body checks him. End of the fight. Song on cooldown. Really, again, same deal. Egg, song used. BKB Matu. What? You're not controlling the one guy that counts.
Dyer's top barracks have learned the hard way.
He didn't even use the BKB on Nisha. Wasn't necessary.
No.
Let the fun begin.
He has the shard though. Very strong shard to boost with the Sven.
See that fight again is, yeah, I mean, those first couple of hits end up doing so much. The clap on top of all that.
Yeah.
Great ice blast.
Picks off the snap. He's like, oh, that was the real Naga. You're dead too. You can't take fights to the split, but again, problem with the Hellbear Smashers lineup. Who's actually the threat? Beastmaster Naga kind of trying to do the same thing in the fights. You can see disappointment starting to set in. Oh no.
Smashers.
Not like this.
They moved to the top side of the map now. Secrets. I thought they were going to go on a bit of a hunt there, but no.
Respect to the squad, though. They're still trying. Rasmus has been in this situation before. You feel the walls closing in, but what are you going to do about it?
Tumbaman, swift execution on Tofu before back to business. That business is chopping away buildings. It seems like this is moving right now from the Tumbaman. He is laying absolute waste. He keeps on being given press the attack, so they remove the disarm. They remove the stacking axes debuff.
Are you going to do
expect to
something
hear a
about
full
that?
apology from the panel. Commander is a just fine Dota hero. Ace blows song just to get out of dodge. Didn't really have a choice. 2 racks down. The Sven Storm just way too powerful. It's cool how a lot of these old lineups are coming back. This secret lineup, this could be TI5 EG. New patches almost always end with, like, we try old stuff. The major was full of razors. I guess that's not a new patch, but I always feel like, whatever happens, DPC, when we get to TI, I'd be pretty damn sure Earthshaker's going to be back. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we see it later today. But I could be wrong. It did take some pretty heavy nerfs.
Bottom tower is under
Snowballed. Nisha's there as well, so he couldn't even get the dual damage in for Zai. They just died too damn fast.
The shard, the shard on Storm's actually super good too, because the allies getting overload means more AoE damage, more attack speed slow, so the illusions just straight up die.
Yep. And
Bonus attack speed for the Sven, the duration, Titan Sliver. Oof. It's Titan Silver. Sliver. It is Titan Silver. Damn it.
Dyer's bottom tower is taking many wounds.
Blast racks.
last opportunity for Smashers. Here again, Secret. Stormer. Gonna stop Matumba in his tracks. They're gonna go ahead and get off the song. And the egg combo. Rolling Thunder is gonna be able to hit some of the backline heroes, and they do manage to get those stuns. The damage a little lacking here. They need to be able to bring down the Storm Spirit, but he still has the Aegis. Gilger on the side is throwing in magic damage where he can, and they're certainly doing a good job kiting around Matumba Man, but now he's been picked up with a snowball and thrown in Sapphire, while Ace is being left with Nisha. He's able to just do tons and tons of single target damage. That is it for the Smashers.
Your storm was coming.
Good job taking game 2.
Tinker retired. Nisha, a little bit of a smile, but this was all business. Just didn't really leave much of an opening. This was the secret we sort of expected.